What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. So I had a question from Nicola who asked me to do a video on how to sell shoutouts on Shoutcart.com. So shout out to you, Nicola, for asking that question. Now, for those of you who do not know what Shoutcart.com is, it's a website where you can sell shoutouts basically. Now, before I get into how Shoutcart works and how you sell shoutouts on the website, let's first look at the requirements in order to sell a shoutout on the website. So as you can see, I've screenshotted the requirements from Shoutcart.com in order for you to be able to sell shoutouts on their website. So first of all, we see that the number one point is authenticity of followers, which basically means that you can't have fake followers, or the majority of your followers needs to be real active Instagram accounts. And the second one is authenticity of comments of your posts. So this also means that you can't have any bot comments or fake comments, which most bots normally do. So the majority of your comments has to be from active users. The third point is activity of your account and amounts of posts and quality of those posts, which basically means that you have to post quality content that has normally high pixels, and you have to be posting frequently, which is stated by the activity of your account and the amount of posts. Now, activity of the account also means that you have to regularly be on the account and like other pictures, and maybe comment on other posts. This is not extremely important, guys, but the most important part is that you post often. Now, fourth is engagement on your posts. I don't know how much engagement is required, but I think you probably should at least have like 100 to 200 likes per picture, because the fifth point is that you have to have at least 10,000 followers. So I would say the engagement number fourth should be around 200 plus likes per picture. I haven't tested what works, but number five is at least that you have 10,000 followers. Now, the most important of this is that you at least have 10,000 followers. So yeah, you also see that they don't approve accounts in the following niches. For example, number one is provocative or suggestive themes like normally naked girls, sex, etc., that type of stuff. And also number two is shoutouts for shoutouts accounts. That basically means that the account is strictly aimed towards just doing shoutouts. So the account is basically just a pure shoutout account, that the only thing that the account posts is shoutouts, which kind of ruins the purpose of having it on Shoutcart.com. Now, the third is accounts that promote the use of alcohol, weed, drugs, or banned circumstances. Now, this kind of makes sense, but there are some accounts out there posting this, and I'm not against it, but that basically kind of violates the terms of Instagram. Now, the fourth one is, as you can see, accounts that may infringe on someone's copyright or trademark. Now, this one I've had a little bit of trouble with, because most of the accounts that I have are repost pages, which basically where I basically repost content posted by other accounts, which kind of is copyrighted. Like if someone were to post a picture that are their picture, they took the picture and someone would just randomly repost it, that picture would not belong to that person and it would be copyrighted. Now, when I do this on my accounts, I usually credit the owners and all that stuff, but still I've had some trouble with getting my accounts onto Shoutcart when they are repost pages. So just make sure you credit the owner and all that stuff, and you should be good. Now, the fifth one is just any other category not supported by Instagram terms of service and policies. Now, to conclude, the most important one is that you just have at least 10,000 followers. If you have at least 10,000 followers, you should be good, as long as you're not promoting any drugs or that stuff. And also credit owners if you are a trademark, if you are a page that copy content from other accounts, repost page. Now, this may seem super strict, and I kind of agree. The rules are strict, but I have had several accounts accepted. Most of my accounts that I tried to get on Shoutcart have been accepted, so it actually isn't as hard as it sounds, as long as you just kind of halfway follow these rules. Now that being said, and now that you know how how you get your account approved on Shoutcart, we can move on to the selling part of Shoutcart and how you're actually going to set up your profile, how to actually sell shoutouts and all that stuff. So we're on my computer, as you can see. Just go to shoutcart.com. If you don't have an account, just click register for free. I have an account, so I'm just gonna log into that one very quickly right there. I'm not a big user of Shoutcart. I don't use it a lot, and as you can see, currently I just have like 25 bucks on my available balance. But either way, once you are on Shoutcart, the first thing you can go ahead and do is to go to accounts, and this is where you add your account. Now if I click add new Instagram account, you just type in the username, follow the steps, and that is basically how you add your account. Now once your account has been added, it would look like this, but the status would say pending or something, and once they approve your account, which normally happens after 2 to 3 days, you will have this status right here saying active. Now once the account is active, you can basically start selling shoutouts, and the way you go about doing that is to, first of all, you have to edit your account. I think this usually happens when you sign up, but either way, first of all, you just add a description to the post. This, like, I haven't used this website for maybe like in 5 months, but still, this is how this is an old account. I don't have this account anymore, but still, this is how you go about doing it. So add a description, just try to sell your account. Just write why your account is so good, why people should buy a shoutout from you. Tell like, just brag about your stats and all that stuff, and that should kind of be good. As you can see, I'm writing very high engagement, blah blah blah, etc etc. And then you also choose the category, which you choose right there. So once that is done, you can add the pricing. Now the pricing is normally up to you, whatever you want to charge, but you should look at what other people are charging in your niche before you set your pricing, because if you put it too high, well, like, you're not gonna get any sales. So I would suggest putting it normally lower than what the market puts it at, so that you get more sales if your goal is to make money with this. So as you can see, I have 1 hour is $10. I've got 20,000 followers. 2 hours, $15. Normally the permanent price is a little bit higher, because I don't really like having permanent pictures on my account because it looks ugly. But feel free to play around with the prices and see what works for you. But a good line is that if you have 20,000 followers, you can normally charge about 10 bucks for the shout out. That's what I did. We can actually have a look at what the market does. If you click on browse up here, you can see what people are charging. So this account, 300k followers, is charging 100 bucks, 300k 100 bucks, 700k 100 bucks, 1.9 million. That's a lot of followers. Let me see here. Let's see if we can find some smaller account, if that is possible. Go down to about 140k. So 131k, $10. Now you have to click on the account to see how long the shoutout is. 2 hours, 10 bucks. Okay, so, and this is a personal account. Let's see. Success rate. This page is based on voice with details. You can't even see the score. That's kind of odd. Normally you can see the score, so if the score is high, 12 is really good. So you normally want to aim for accounts that have better score if you're planning on buying. The more engagement you have on your post, the higher the score will be. The score is basically what's going to rank you high up on this browse page, or how, like, basically rank you in Shoutcart. So if you have a really good account with a lot of likes on your posts, you're going to have a good score, which means that more people are likely to buy shoutouts from you. Like, if you look at this account, 2.7 in score. If we look at it, the engagement is probably, this means that the engagement is around, I'm not quite sure, but you can see that he's charging very little for shoutouts, which basically means that he's got a lot of dead followers and not very much engagement on the post. I think this means that 2% of his followers are engaging, which basically means that he's got like 2,000 likes on his account when he's got 118,000 followers, which is kind of bad. But yeah, that is the browse bar. The dashboard, it basically shows your earnings, favorites, don't know about that, balance again. And then once you get orders, this is really important. Once you get orders on Shoutcart, you will be notified by email, but you should also check this regularly. So when the order comes in, you can view the order. This one is an old one. But as you can see, it says right here it's 1 hour. I'm charging $3, and normally when the order comes in, it says right here now it's overdue, but it says when the buyer wants the shout out. So you have to remember that time and get on, make sure you do the shout out when that time goes down to 0. I think you've got 72 hours after, 72 hours after he wanted the shout out. If you wait longer than that before you do the shout out, you won't receive the money and he will get the money back and everything will be cancelled. But the way you go about doing it is they will provide you with a caption. So you copy this is the caption, then this is the image, the attachment file. So this would be the image that I would post. And then I would post, put that screenshot that image, post it, and put this in the caption. And then once I've done that, I would just click, I think it's a button that says success. You click that button and it basically completes the shout out. So that is basically how it all works. Now, if you don't have 10,000 followers or are struggling to grow, I highly recommend you watch my other Instagram videos as well as get my free ebook. Now, if you're trying to grow your Instagram account, I literally have all the resources you need. Literally every single piece of information about growth there is, I basically know it. So if you want to learn from me, watch my other videos and also pick up my free ebook in the video description. Now again, thanks to Nicola for asking the question. Now if you have another question yourself or something you want me to make a video on, just drop a comment below this video and I'll give you a shout out if I choose your comment. Now that's it for this video, guys. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, drop a comment below and leave a dislike if you did not like the video. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.